and just reinforce yourself, later on you'll just have so much army, it doesn't matter what kind of position they are in. Like this, about 2 minutes ago, is a really strong position, but as time goes on and Zerg is able to reinforce, this looks a lot less scary. Zergling coming from the back, trying to do some damage, going to the front, all those Baneling dealing all the damage, Infestors fungling all the army, there's just nothing left for the Zerg player, having to suffer all of the SCV loss. Let's take a look at the SCV count. Not too different, not too big of a difference, but Tro was also panicking a bit, making all those units he doesn't really need it to. It's being too safe, I would say, but you know, he's still ahead, so it's no big deal for the Zerg player right now. If he can get enough damage, wow. You're also using the Nitro Swarm. This is a really important part for Smash Wall style play. You need those Nitro Swarm. You need to catch the Terran player off guard and just do some damage, abuse your mobility. Try to make sure that they do not directly engage you when you are not ready. Whoa, killing all the SCV there. Also, although sacking quite a few number of Banelings, however, he is just so ahead on the economy. All those Marines trying to do some damage, getting spotted by the Zergling, running away, trying to stop this Overlord. I guess they're steaming all the way back just to make sure this Overlord with 25 HP does not get away. Alright, so we can see Infestors right now for Tro, and making even more Infestor. It's about time to get your 4th expansion up and starting to tech to that critical hive tech, and make sure that you can really deal with tanks later on. Infestor, Baneling, and Zerglings are really good against tanks, but if they have a sufficient amount of tanks, you really need those Broodlord. You really need those Broodlord or Ultralisk sometimes to deal with all the siege tank. Coming in, simply overwhelm the Terran opponent. Doesn't even matter what type of unit composition he has. All he needs to do is just move in with all those Zerglings, doing in all the damage, and apparently leaving because there is a counterattack by VP Street, abusing this cliff that we talked about in the early game. This is such a vulnerable expansion. There's no way that you can really directly engage in this type of small choke. Every time you have a small choke in TVZ, it's Terran can really abuse that. However, all those fungal growth, all those mass numbers of Zergling and Infestor just killing everything. Always even throwing down a few Infestor Terran because of the Zergling just melted to the splash from the siege tank. However, he does fend this off and also taking another expansionist. Everything just looks great for the Zerg player right now. That was a even trade, I feel, but since he have the better economy, it's not too big of a deal. Alright, we can see VP Street trying to get back. That was a pretty good trade by VP Street. However, if he cannot expand off aggressive play, it's better to not attack sometimes for Terran player, because the bigger the army composition, the bigger the army from both player, the more it favors Terran in a way. In this sense, in this game. So do small army trading is really risky for Terran player in general in ZVT. But that was such a good play, using all these choke, abusing all these choke, using the cliff and doing all the damage to oTLTRO's 3rd expansion. Is just really good, really smart play. However, I would like to see him taking an expansion while doing so, and just securing that expansion when you are able to put on any kind of pressure and map control. Trying to go in, attacking in the same location again. I feel that oTLTRO is going to be much prepared for this time, probably doing a flank from the side, making sure that he can really get away with all those tank siege. Not really doing that. Okay, I guess he's just gonna move in directly from the back. Wow, all those Zerglings are so even military sighting one of the tank. This is not looking so well for VP Street. He does not have the reinforcement, even though he's doing quite a trade-off here, but there's just no income for you to continue to churn out all those important units, like all the medevacs and siege tank. Like right now he can barely afford these medevacs. Once this reactor is done, he have to cut some unit production to get his medevac number up. If that is the decision right now, oTLTRO also taking another expansion spotted by the Terran player. Terran player is just feel really behind seeing the other expansion finished by the Zerg player, while trying to do a small counterattack. However, on this map, in this situation, there is nothing that the Terran can do to prevent this expansion getting down. There'll be like there'll be some harass, but it won't do too much damage. Alright, still Zerglings. 40 Zerg player trying to tech to high tech, I assume. Where's the important Spire is getting started at this point of the game, which is kind of late for Spanish War build. However, this is one of his first several time using Spanish War build. I expect that Infestor, whoa, this is over making Infestor a little bit, but still Infestor are just such a good unit against any kind of Terran unit. Against mech, against a lot of bio, against mass Vikings, are all very well all-round unit for the Zerg race. Trying to do some damage, swing around the back and try to see if there is any other expansion on the map by the Terran player. VP Street trying to take this expansion, which is pretty safe. However, he does need to pay attention to this Spectral. Sometimes Infestor just magically pop out and kill all of the SCV before you even know it. Right now, scanning the majority of oTLTRO's army, he should know that this is a really scary army right now. We can see 144 food against 112. Greater Spire almost done, able to morph into that critical unit, which is, whoa, something just canceled right here, which is the Broodlords are the only thing that you can really deal with such a great number of tanks. Right now we can see 1, 2, 3, 6, whoa, that is like 9 tanks on the field. If you do not, whoa, right now there's a drop over here killing all of the drones. That is such a good play by oTLTRO. Even though like if there's Infestor on the field, you have to be really careful, but if you can react in time, this is just such good damage done by the Terran player, trying to snipe the Greater Spire, but it's getting fungal, and whoa, that's a little bit too much Infested Terran that you need. But if you can take out all the drops, I think that's worth it if you can take out all the drops. But wasting energy on Infestor does not matter, because he has this number of Broodlord. Without a sufficient Viking number, you can't really do anything. And even if you have Viking, the problem is that when Terran get Vikings, the Vikings get fungal growth by Corruptor and like 2-shotted in no matter how many Vikings you can have, right? How many Vikings you have. So late game, I feel like sometimes there just isn't a way to deal efficiently against Broodlords. Only Marine coming in, getting fungal growth, fighting Infestor. This is looking really bad for the Terran player, while all the tanks getting splashed by themselves, and all the Infested Terran coming in. This is like Zerg in the campaign, swarming all over, all Infested Terran everywhere, and trying to take down all of the Viking, which made VP Street have out GG right here. Congratulations to oTLTRO, able to incorporate Spanish War's play into your gameplay and just improve and have a new skill set in your play is something really cool. It's really beneficial for players to have different style of play, so that when you join tournaments, you have something other than like a one solid way in each matchup, and kind of caught your opponent off guard and make your opponent have to adapt. So that's the Spanish play by oTLTRO, and thanks for watching.